Ready?
No, and I'm not interested in going either.
Good morning. Board of Supervisors for July 22nd is back in session, and out of closed session we have nothing to report. I do have one announcement that on the consent calendar, item 43, approval of extraordinary merit increase has been pulled from discussion for today. So with that, let's go to the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'd like to invite Mr. A.J. Crawford to lead us, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Crawford. To the County Council.
Yes, I just wanted to introduce AJ. He's our summer intern. He's a recent graduate from Ukiah High and on his way to Davis in September. What's unique about AJ is that he's been a student lawyer for the Teen Peer Court program and also the Ukiah High mock trial program. He claims he's interested in becoming a lawyer, so we thought we'd give him a chance this summer in our office to see what it's really like. And we're really happy to have him on board.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crawford, for your help this summer and for leading us in the pledge this morning. So, thank you. Thank you. Okay, before us we have several sets of minutes, in addition to one correction for June 10th. Has the board had an opportunity to read those, review them, and I'll ask for any comments and/or action.
Mr. Chairman, with the amendment, I'll make a motion to approve all of the minutes.
Okay. That'll be for June 10th with a correction, June 17th, June 23rd, June 24th, and July 8th. Is that correct?
Right.
To the clerk.
And the July 21st workshop minutes will be continued to the next session.
That's correct. So do I hear a second for the motion? Do I hear a second for the motion? It's going to be a long day, folks, if we can't even pass the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make, I don't understand the reluctance to approve these minutes. First of all, the actual minutes, the legal minutes are what is in the recording. So really the approval of these minutes, in my opinion, is just a basic formality, because the actual minutes are what is in the recorded meeting. So I don't know why the reluctance to approve the minutes.
I'm in agreement with you, Supervisor, and I would plead your case. I'd like to hear a second, please.
I'll second minutes. I would suggest here that sometimes there may be a slowing of the effort because of the need to make sure that one or two that you thought may have a problem may have been noted by another supervisor as well.
Okay.
In other words, you hold back, see if there's some other concerns shared on
sure.
a particular item. So I do not think it's...
Okay. Well, I'll accept that. And with the second, is there any discussion to those several sets of minutes? Not hearing any, let's move forward with a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, passes unanimously. Before us we have item 5, consent calendars. We have a regular and a redevelopment agency consent calendar. What's the action of the board?
I would like to remove items number 12 and 30 off the consent calendar, and
30?
item 12 and number 30.
30. Okay. So we'll pull items 12 and 30 for discussion later in the day.
Mr. Chairman, if it would, I requested to have Carmel here for item number 30, so it would just take probably a couple of minutes to move through that.
All right, let's go. There's other concerns here. I see pens up.
Okay.
So let's go to the other supervisors first, and then we can come back to that. Supervisor Smith.
Thank you.
The redevelopment agency consent pull, item number 1 for discussion.
Okay. Redevelopment item 1, Supervisor Delaware.
Mr. Chairman, number 9 and 44, please.
Item 9 and 44. Okay. The day is getting longer as we go. Item 8, I would like to just make a quick comment on that.
The day is getting longer.
If I may, unless my other supervisors have an objection. Item 8 is a referral of a review of property assessment process to the General Government Committee from the Executive Office. I made a statement yesterday at the Board of Equalization meeting. I'd like to make it again today, that in the last several weeks I've had an opportunity to fly the county from one end to the other, and it is my belief there is one huge amount of properties that are mistakenly valued, and an evaluation process needs to take place. I think we're losing a tremendous amount of money in our property assessments. Supervisor Pinches has been stating this for quite a few months, and I totally concur. So I'd like to see a process begin for a, if not specific areas, at least, if not county-wide, at least for specific areas, to take a major reassessment view at improvements, et cetera, throughout the county. So just a statement, not to pull it for any separate vote or anything like that. So back to Supervisor Pinches with item
If we could move to item number 30.
30.
On the consent calendar.
Okay, if we can, yes, good point. With the balance of the consent calendars, with item 9, 12, 30,
44.
44, and item 1 of the redevelopment, the remainder is up for approval on the consent calendars. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Okay. A second?
Second.
There is a motion and a second to approve the 2 consent calendars with those previously identified items pulled for later discussion. Any discussion to the motion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All those in favor of approving the 2 consent calendars signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, approved unanimously. Let's move to item 30 then. Supervisor Pinches.
Mr. Chairman, I pulled this item. It's a contract between the County of Mendocino and Mendocino Latinos, Parla Comunidad